Hey everyone, the St. George election this year is incredibly important. Go to votestg.com to see who's running and what they stand for, or visit us at our voter booth at Digby's Market, Red Rock Bicycles, or down in the park.
Dixie Power comes in, so you have Dixie Power and you have St. George. So
Yes.
is it because Dixie Power owns their own, power manufacturing facility because they own their
a
vernal
coal in Bonanza.
Yep, and then they have a natural gas that they brought online just recently.
Very little, very small units. They brought on Solomon units.
Are they mainly coal then?
They're all coal.
Okay, so then I read one time it's like 80% of our state's electricity creation, right? Production is coal.
Well, if you're talking about load, or are you talking about production that is sold to other states, I would say that's probably true.
Okay.
Because you have IPP, which is in Delta. It's a huge facility that's been selling energy and taking it down the DC line to Los Angeles for probably 40 or 50 years.
Okay.
You have a lot of the 100 units up north that are owned by Rocky Mountain or Pacific Corp that is sending energy over to other areas in Nevada and different areas, right?
So you have like Pacific Corp would be a manufacturer of power. Is that a way?
They are a transmission and generation provider.
Okay.
So they bring the wires down from up north, and we pay them to bring our energy down
and maintain that, right? Because
they would maintain
lines
that,
go down,
right? And we pay them to maintain that, and then they're guided by the Public Utility Commission, where a municipality is not guided by the Public Utility Commission. It's guided by the mayor and the council. So we're getting back to that.
Yeah.
Why do you have a municipality? Well, there's 3,300 municipalities in the United States.
Okay.
And they're for a reason, because it's at cost. So Rocky Mountain charges profit. Now they're a profit. They're a money-making entity. For-profit business. An REA is owned by the members. It's just a little different setup, but a lot like the municipalities.
REA is what?
It would be Dixie REA.
Okay.
It's a co-op.
Okay.
Kind of it's a co-op utility.
Okay.
And they're owned by their, members.
Okay.
And so it's just a little bit different. They have a lot of the guidelines that a municipality, but not a true municipality. A municipality is governed by your mayor, your council. An REA is governed by a board, and the board is a board of the members.
Right.
Right. And so it's just a little bit different governance.
Yeah, it's interesting because we group into these little tribes, right, with these little clubs, right, and we try to. When we co-opt and share in it, it brings prices down because, looking at the GO bond that the city just passed for parks and trails, it ended up kind of like shaking out that every tax-paying member of St. George City over the course of the bond is like $45 a year or something like that is what it would, their own fee is, but it's $29 million as a whole, right? So thinking about electricity, it's similar to where the more members you have of it, the lower the cost is going to come down. So that this is where I'm like, we slice it up into small bites.
Rocky Mountain is a huge facility and it's the highest rate.
Interesting.
Oh, yes.
Is it because they sell in Pacific Coast?
Everything new they build, they're allowed to make a profit off of.
Okay.
So maybe they would be not likely to fix things that are broken, but they like to build new things, because that's just business, right? I live in Tokerville. I pay probably almost double of what anybody pays in St. George.
Wow.
So if you know anybody that's on Rocky Mountain, you understand that it costs a lot more.
Yeah.
And it's for profit. And, they go to the Public Utility Commission. They ask for rate increases. They get them. And we pay them because we live in those cities that don't have a municipal utility.
So the municipality really keeps the cost down.
Yep.
But Dixie Power, somebody told me along the lines it was like the cheapest in the nation. Is that true?
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why that is. I don't know if I want to talk about them, but I do know that they own their Bonanza coal that is going away. It's going away. And they've had contracts with a lot of the cities in Utah that those contracts are going away, and they've been being paid more than what it's costing them to make it.
Okay.
Energy.
Laurie, are you saying that Dixie Power is going to go up in price?
Oh, I believe, yeah, they will.
The whole point, just real quick before, just my thought too is that power across the state, we're the third cheapest in the nation, at least from the last rate that we looked at. That can't last forever. As population grows, energy needs grow, especially in southern Utah. Like, if we have record heat numbers, air conditioning is really the only reason we support the population. In my mind, without air conditioning, I don't think we would have grown as big as we've gotten so far. And I feel like over time, that's just cost of energy is just gonna keep going up, especially as we cut out coal. So I think overall it's gonna go up. But Dixie Power, you're saying because it's a for-profit.
No,
it was cheap
because
before,
their resources going away. So So let me get back to that 10-year plan. So my 10-year plan, I do all kinds of modeling. I'm a numbers guru thing. I don't show an increase that's a significant increase in the future. I mean, we raised our rates 2%. Everybody raised them 10%.
Interesting.
But it's because we have spent a lot of time building our portfolio with incremental energy from different sources, and we've had control over those. So we have solar contracts for half of the cost of what we're paying Bonanza for the coal product.
Okay.
So we had a 60 megawatt contract with Bonanza for many years, and we've been wheedling our way out of it until finally we're at the end of it. The December of this year, we'll be just buying power from them, 30 megawatts.
60 megawatts as a pie. If I'm looking at the pie, how big is 60 megawatts?
Would be about 1/4 of our load today.
Okay, got it. So you cut that down to 30, you said?
We cut it down to 30 for just the next until 2030.
Okay.
Because at 2030, that's when Bonanza has the coal mines are going away, and they're going to be looking for another resource. So that's my point about Dixie. It's not because they're making profit. It's because I don't know what they're doing about finding a resource. I have not heard of what they've done, and maybe they have a plan. I don't know. I'm not involved in that. As far as I know, they don't have a replacement. But I can't understand them not going up unless they've found some great deal out there, right?